Hello, everyone. This is an update in regards to HBAR. Is it really truly written all over behind the scenes? Smash that like if you haven't done so already. Consider sticking to the end of this outline. And if anything, there's chapters, you know the drill. Before we get into the material, the Decent wallet. Get yourself a significant discount.
If managing your crypto feels like solving a puzzle, it's time to switch to Decent Wallet. Just a few taps, you can manage, track, and secure your crypto with unmatched ease. And here's the best part. Grab your Decent Wallet at a discounted price by using the referral link below. Don't miss out on making your crypto experience smoother and more secure.
All right, welcome back. Tokenicer was sharing here somewhat recently, and I want to get into some of this. So, what we first have is this thread that he made, and I do agree with a lot of what he's mentioning here. He says he feels like HBAR is written all over behind the scenes, hence the theme of this video. NVIDIA and Linux Foundation are accelerating post-quantum security. NVIDIA collaboration with EQTY Labs for verifiable compute. Linux, Project Hyro, I covered that not that long ago. Of course, uses Hedera's codebase. But there's lots of mentions here about, for example, CLSQ, which I recently covered in regards to, I believe, Hedera and even Quant. And, some people want to point out like things like, U.S. Department of Defense and, Constellation DAG. Hey, it's not just them, right? Yes, I'm fully aware of DAG. There's a couple points here that really make this stand out. GPU accelerated post-quantum implemented, and of course, hardware level security. There's NIST. As we know, NIST is part of ISO TC 307. There's the whole thing of, GPU acceleration with quantum integration. But there's a lot that's mentioned here from Tokenicer, right? And basically, in the highlights, you see, for example, some of this in regards to NVIDIA and the Linux Foundation. But it was pretty well written, right? I don't want to spend a long time getting into this. If anything, what I wanted to do with you guys is get into, you know, this whole thing with summary of the Hedera, you know, HBAR, let's face it, being behind the scenes. Because when we talk about this, some people don't really feel as though that fully is, or maybe you don't fully really understand it all. So before we kick it over to Channing and myself's analysis with the findings from Tokenizer, again, this is not going to be a very long video. I want to share some of these key points. And we have, again, this summary video for you guys, once again, from our AI assistant, Daniel. He's got really good visualizations. Let's pull that up on the screen for you, because at the end of the day, sometimes seeing is believing. And I think it's a lot better than just reading a bunch of things on a particular, website. So let's get into this. Hedera's strategic collaborations, and again, why they matter. Here we go.
Hedera's involvement in these collaborations is significant because it positions the network as a critical infrastructure layer for next-generation technologies, trust and security in AI. The verifiable compute solution addresses the growing need for transparency and accountability in AI, especially as regulations like the EU AI Act emerge. Hedera's immutable ledger ensures tamper-proof records, making it a trust layer for AI applications. Quantum-resistant future. With quantum computing threatening current encryption, Hedera's post-quantum security efforts via Seals Q/WiseKey ensure long-term resilience, particularly for IoT and satellite communications. Scalability and adoption. Partnerships with industry giants amplify Hedera's reach, potentially driving enterprise adoption and transaction volume on its network, boosting HBAR's utility and value. Space and IoT innovation. The satellite initiative with WiseKey demonstrates Hedera's applicability in decentralized IoT networks, a growing field with implications for global connectivity and security. Key companies and their importance for Hedera NVIDIA. Who they are. A leading GPU manufacturer, dominating AI and computing markets. Why they matter. NVIDIA's collaboration on verifiable compute integrates Hedera into high-performance AI hardware, potentially embedding HBAR tech in future chips. This could make Hedera a standard for AI governance, driving massive transaction volume. Intel, who they are, a top CPU producer with a focus on enterprise and security solutions. Why they matter. Intel's involvement in verifiable compute, alongside NVIDIA, strengthens Hedera's hardware-level integration, broadening its enterprise appeal and reinforcing its role in secure AI ecosystems. EQTY Labs, who they are. A tech firm specializing in verifiable computing solutions, collaborating with Hedera, NVIDIA, and Intel. Why they matter. EQTE Labs bridges Hedera's blockchain with hardware giants, translating Hedera's capabilities into practical, market-ready AI solutions, enhancing its real-world utility. SealsQ, WiseKey subsidiary. Who they are? A semiconductor company focused on post-quantum cryptography and IoT security. Why they matter. SealsQ's use of Hedera in quantum-resistant chips for satellites expands Hedera's footprint into space and IoT, showcasing its versatility and scalability for decentralized networks. WiseKey, who they are. A cybersecurity and IoT firm, deploying Hedera in satellite-based solutions. Why they matter. WiseKey's satellite launches via SpaceX highlight Hedera's role in secure, decentralized IoT, potentially attracting industries like logistics, defense, and telecom. Linux Foundation. Who they are. A non-profit advancing open-source technology, including Project Hiero with Hedera's codebase. Why they matter. Integration into the Linux ecosystem via Hiero ties Hedera to a vast developer community, enhancing its credibility and adoption in post-quantum security frameworks. SpaceX, who they are. Elon Musk's aerospace company launching WiseKey's Hedera-enabled satellites. Why they matter. While not a direct partner, SpaceX's involvement amplifies Hedera's visibility and credibility, linking it to high-profile space tech innovation. Why they matter. Moving forward, these companies collectively position Hedera as a leader in secure, decentralized infrastructure for AI, IoT, and post-quantum tech. Market leadership, partnerships with NVIDIA, Intel, and the Linux Foundation align Hedera with tech titans, enhancing its reputation and market penetration. Regulatory compliance. Solutions like verifiable compute meet emerging AI and security regulations, making Hedera attractive to enterprises. Future-proofing. Post-quantum security ensures Hedera remains relevant as quantum computing advances, a key differentiator in blockchain ecosystems. Ecosystem growth. Ties to SpaceX's launches and Linux's open-source community could spur developer and enterprise engagement, driving HBAR's network activity. In short, Hedera's collaborations with these influential players signal its evolution from a blockchain platform to a foundational technology for AI, IoT, and quantum-resistant systems, potentially catalyzing significant growth for HBR in the future.
So, Channing, the way I look at it is, we're getting like a crypto trifecta here with Hedera. I mean, for one, you saw AI, you saw quantum resistant, and you obviously see, for example, this whole thing of, semiconductors and what they got going on with Nvidia. I mean, I think that in itself speaks volumes. I mean, Nvidia is a huge major player moving forward. We now understand, guys, that Daniel needs to learn how to pronounce Hedera more consistently. We'll program that a little bit better next time. But wherever the case be, I want to hear what you got to say in regards to what Daniel found with this outline about HBAR, literally written behind the scenes. It's all over the place, Mr. Channing Harrell.
As I've said before, HBAR is my number two, and that is the reason why. HBAR's institutional integration, institutional players, the institutional governing council, just think about it. And I've said this before, I'll make this point again. You have Intel, which is CPUs, which is the past and the present that we currently sit in right now. You have NVIDIA with the GPUs, which is the present, but definitely the future as far as AI is concerned. But then you throw WiseKey in there, which is the Internet of Things. And now we're talking about space satellites. We're talking about all types of integration with Hedera in space. Like think about that. Think about how futuristic that sounds. Hedera's partnerships that they have been pulling off behind the scenes are second to none. Like I said, that's why they're my second right next to Quant, because Quant is doing some major things. When I think of Quant, I think of more like governments and real big central banks and these big huge players. When I think of HBAR, I think of your institutions, because that's what they are. They are almost like that web of institutional laid foundation, pulling them all on. And we've done before, we've already tied Hedera to Quant, and we have videos of Gilbert Burdian literally saying, if you want something done fast, you do it on Hedera. So these players know each other. These teams work with each other. That is the reason why the Web3, and that's the only reason how the Web3 will be successful, is with the integration and partnerships and working together of all of the Web3 players coming together. So Hedera, like I said, that's why they're my number two, because the things that they are doing. Think about it. NVIDIA, they are the world's largest AI company. Think about that. Now, where they sit in the rankings now, with the markets going up, the markets going down, blah, 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 blah. But at one point in time, they outranked Apple. I think Apple have now taken that stronghold and that lead back. But just the fact that they were able to do it once, and to know that we're moving into a future of AI, and now understand that all of those AI processes that are going through these networks, NVIDIA, Intel, different things like WiseKey, know that all of those things are being captured on Hedera's distributed ledger technology. That AI compute that those two companies are doing on top of Hedera is literally cementing Hedera in the realm of Web3 and cementing Hedera as a force to be reckoned with as far as the technology realm and sector is concerned as well. Because when you have the world's largest CPU and GPU companies building out on top of you and trusting your verifiable compute, it'll only make the smaller people jump on board as well. They're like, well, if it's good enough for NVIDIA, it gotta be good enough for me. But I came back over to you, brother. Hedera, nothing like it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely part of my top 5 of a lot of the things that we cover, just your Q and T's and so on. So, with that said, I will not elaborate a little bit more in regards to this. I think Channing basically said it all for us. Very good analysis with your closing thoughts, sir. Guys, if you appreciate this type of content, especially when it comes to Hedera, literally written all over behind the scenes, please let us know. We enjoy putting these videos together, whether it's fun or educational, you name it. We're glad to bring it to you guys. So simply do us a solid if you listen to the entire outline and type this key word or term into the comments, and that is behind the scenes. And we'll know that you listen to the entire outline. On behalf of myself and King Channing, aka Channing Harrell, Know what you have, know why you hold it. The research trumps FUD 110%. We'll see you on the next one.